All right, today we are going to talk about job interviews. We're going to turn that familiar feeling of anxiety into rock-solid confidence. How? By demystifying those tricky HR questions that can really make or break your shot at a great job. So let's get into it and start cracking the code. You know exactly the feeling I'm talking about, right? You're in the zone, everything's going great, the conversation is flowing, and then, boom. The interviewer asks that question, the one that makes your stomach drop and your mind just goes completely blank. And you know, it feels like a trap because, well, it kind of is. These questions aren't just random conversation starters. They are very carefully designed tests. So yeah, the stakes are pretty high. But here's the good news. With the right strategy, you can absolutely pass with flying colors. To really nail these questions, you've got to understand what the interviewer is really asking. It's not just about the words coming out of your mouth. They're digging for something much, much deeper. This is what I call the HR code. See, behind every one of these tricky questions, there's a hidden test. They're checking for 3 key things: your positivity, your professional maturity, and your potential for growth. If you can crack this code, you've found the key to giving a really powerful answer. And here is the master key to do just that. It's a simple 3-step formula that works on almost any tough question you'll face. Step 1, stay positive. Step 2, show professional maturity. And step 3, link everything you say back to growth. Let's see how this thing actually works in the real world. Okay, so we'll start with those questions about your past jobs and experiences. This is where a lot of people tend to get tripped up. First up, the big one, the classic. So, why are you looking to leave your current job? I mean, it sounds so simple, right? But believe me, this question is loaded with potential traps. So, you think they're just asking for a reason. But what's really going on is a check on your motivation. Are you running away from a problem at your old job, or are you running towards an opportunity for growth? They want to make sure you're not just a job hopper who's going to be gone in 6 months. And this is where our formula just shines. Take a look at this model answer. It is 100% positive. There's no bad-mouthing the old job. It shows maturity by focusing squarely on professional goals. And notice how every single point links directly to growth. It's forward-looking, it's ambitious, it's perfect. Okay, now for a real minefield. Tell me about the worst manager you ever had. Whoa. This is a direct invitation to be negative, and whatever you do, you cannot fall for it. Here's the secret. The interviewer doesn't actually care about your old boss. This question is all about you. It is a test of your professionalism, your diplomacy, and how you handle difficult relationships in the workplace. Complaining, even if you feel it's justified, just makes you look unprofessional. The right way to handle this is to be diplomatic, mature, and positive. This answer right here reframes a worse manager as simply a manager with a different style. And just like that, it turns the experience into a lesson about adaptability, which is a huge professional skill. It shows you can handle challenges without creating drama. Okay, next up, let's see how our formula works on questions that are more directly about you, your personality, your potential, and how you see yourself. Ah, yes, the most dreaded question of all time. What's your biggest weakness? Now, the temptation is to give that fake answer like, oh, I'm just a perfectionist. But trust me, interviewers see right through that stuff. So again, let's crack the code. They are not looking for a fatal flaw. What they're testing is your honesty and your self-awareness. Can you actually identify an area where you can improve? And, more importantly, are you doing anything about it? This is a huge test of your commitment to growth. Now, this is a fantastic answer. It identifies a real, but not critical, weakness. Then, it immediately pivots to the solution, showing that you're taking proactive steps to get better. It just nails all 3 points of our formula. It's positive about improving, it shows mature self-awareness, and it is all about growth. Now for the money question. This one can feel pretty awkward, I get it, but handling it the right way actually shows that you know your value. Your approach here really depends on your experience level. If you're a fresher, just starting out, you want to focus on growth. Say something like, I'm really focused on the learning opportunity here, and I'm open to the industry standard for this role. But if you have some experience, you should state a researched market range, but always emphasize that you're flexible. This shows you're confident, but also reasonable to work with. Finally, let's look at how do you handle stress? And please, just saying, I work well under pressure is not gonna cut it. That's a non-answer. They wanna know how. A strong answer gives them practical, concrete methods. This proves you have mature, proactive strategies to cope. You don't just endure stress, you actively manage it. You break down problems, you prioritize your work, and you collaborate with your team. This is exactly what every hiring manager wants to hear. So, after going through all these different examples, you can see it all comes back to that one simple, really powerful framework. This is it. This is your key to any tough question. Whatever they decide to ask you, just run it through this filter in your head. Is my answer positive? Does it show I have professional maturity? And does it highlight my desire for growth? If you can answer yes to all three, you are on the right track. And remember, the goal here is not to memorize robotic, pre-written answers. It's about internalizing this framework so you can think on your feet and respond authentically and with confidence to anything they throw at you. Because ultimately, a job interview isn't an interrogation. It's a conversation. And when you understand the code behind the questions, you're no longer just the person answering them. You become a confident partner in that conversation. So the real question is, are you ready to lead it?